Hey everybody, welcome to another mental health check video for the week. I know last week was a lot heavier. It was a lot more than what I normally talk about on these. And this week I want to go back to somewhat entertaining. I will still be discussing what's going on, but I will be doing that more on my podcast, my free thinking podcast. So that should either drop before this video or after this video. But this week I wanted to talk about goals, because I'm seeing recently, I normally will put my goals for the year out on my podcast, and I didn't because of the job I was working at before had me they had me stressed. I'm not stressed anymore, but I didn't put them out. I just wanted to work on them and see what happens. And I'm actually really excited because I'm starting to reach some of my goals. Hoping I can reach a little bit more, including I don't know if I want to announce it here or not, but there's going to be new things coming very soon. And I'll probably announce it next week. Once I get everything figured out, planned and ready to go, I will announce it on here. But one of my biggest things that's kind of actually helped me this year with my goals was planning and working on my plans. And I should have brought my planner over here. But yeah, I have actually, it's technically two planners for it, but I have a happy planner and then I have a happy notes, where like with my happy notes I write down all my like ideals for my podcast, my book, anything I want to do. I write it out and then I go through it. Same thing, like I have a notebook with like my goals for the year, and like now I'm working on like something else I want to work on. I'm trying to start figuring out what I want to do towards a app besides another type of app I want to do. But I'm also working on a few other things like my blog, which I'm bringing back my blog. If you've listened to my podcast long enough, watched me long enough, I used to have a blog. I've been very neglectful towards it. It's still up, but I've been very neglectful towards it. Sorry for the noise. I'm trying to film during the day because every time I think I'm going to do it at night, it doesn't happen. But I'm going to probably podcast tonight. But you'll see either the podcast first, or you'll hear the podcast first, or you'll see me first. So, depending on where you watch this from. But I've just been planning and working on stuff, and whenever I see something new, because like one of the things is actually, I don't know if I should bring it up on here or not. Well, technically I was going to bring it up last week, but I'm just going to bring it up now. Hold on, because my nose is, sorry about that. I added a little too much powder and my nose is itchy. And I didn't want to itch it on camera. But I've been planning and trying to figure out how can I get more growth between my YouTube, Instagram. And I've also decided, because I want to do specials and stuff like that, and I'm getting the views definitely on Instagram. I'm seeing more people are adding me, things like that. I'm awesome about that. I'm great about it. But my YouTube, I love it. I appreciate it. I've started with it for the longest. But also, I do know I probably won't get monetized on here because I cuss too much, especially in my podcast. So I had a Venmo. I had a daily emotion. I tried all the little video things, but I am thinking about going back to Venmo and starting my Venmo back up. But also on my Venmo, I'd be taking the poem of the week there, and my specials there. Now, this is a special I want everyone to see, then I'll post it on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram will still have poem of the week. I won't put, once again, the only time I'll put a special on there then would be if it's something I really want you guys to look at. And I kind of want to make my Venmo, like, I want to get it popping again and see, like, what can I get? What can happen? And I've been seeing, like, me testing out apps. Like, with Rizzle, I'm gotten pretty far in, like, a couple of months, which is awesome. And I appreciate this app. And I actually like it because it's helping me, like, talk more, communicate. And I'm, like, responding to people. I think it's awesome. But also, I want to grow more. And I know how YouTube is censoring people. It's not the same. It's not like how it used to be when I was younger, and like I can watch YouTube and be like, oh my god, I can do that. I can be like that. I can say whatever I want and still get paid. No, not anymore. And it's sad. And they could say, oh no, it's a platform where you like. One of my favorite people just left this platform. Was it last week? Last week. Because they demonetized his live cast. His live cast talking about the current situation and everything. Which, that's the other thing I kind of hate on YouTube. If you're watching this from YouTube. I'm not here to bash YouTube. I was talking about goals. But also, we're going to do a side note real quick. Other thing I kind of really hate about YouTube, they censor you even on words. You can't even say certain words. Like, even like with what was going on earlier this year with Miss Rona. You can't say what it is all the way. Try it. Try it on your YouTube channel and see if you get monetized. I'll wait. But, I don't want to be censored when I'm doing this. Because this is my artwork. This is my way of expressing myself. My mental health checks are my way of having a therapy session. Because I can kind of get on I get on camera. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I get on camera and I talk and I vent and I let everything out. And I feel better after. And unfortunately, YouTube's making it like you can't say certain things. I'm sorry, when I vent, I cuss a lot. If you listen to my podcast, you know this. If you know me, you know this. But that's why I'm thinking about taking certain things there. And maybe eventually, I don't know about the status of my podcast staying on YouTube either. Yeah. That's how serious I am about that. Because it's like, I've been on YouTube with my podcast for some years now. And I haven't had the growth yet. I know it's majorly my fault because I do slack. I'm a single parent. I work full time most of the time. I'm busy constantly. So I do realize that. And that's the awesome thing about this year, realizing instead of like writing stuff down and not following through, I'm going through my plans bit by bit. See, I went right back around into the goals. But yes, I decided this year with my goals, I wanted to reach and achieve them by any way I can. So I do have a happy planner and also, sorry. But yes, I do have a happy planner, happy notes. And I have journals that's planning, and I'm like doing super detailed plans on what I want to do for this and what I want to do for that. And like I'm constantly working on my plans. And I'm working towards getting a schedule, especially since now, awesome news, I got a job too. And I'll be starting in 2 more weeks. And if it gives me but with planning and things like that, and since now I have a job, I'm hoping like it gives me like a schedule that's going to be the same, so I can be like, okay, I'm going to podcast these days or these nights, and I can get back more frequent with that. And I want to, like, I've been doing really good with making sure I film once a week. Granted, I do all my filming one day, one sit down. You're not getting different looks. I tried to do it where like, oh, I just do one video today, do some photos for the thumbnails, and then we'll go do another video. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with me. I gotta get it all done at once. But with that being said, I guess my quote for the week is don't give up on your dreams. Sometimes you weren't ready to make them at that time. And sometimes maybe you need to relook at it. Go back, look at it, and then see how else you can handle this. Because this has been my goal or my dream for a while, to be where I don't have to be working 9 to 5s. I can be home, and all I gotta do is maybe turn on a camera or turn on my laptop and my microphone and podcast and earn money, and I can still be here for my kids. Plus, I want you guys to hear me, my expressions, my heart, everything. So don't let your dreams die. Rethink them. Take another viewpoint of them. And then go back in. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, great week. Whenever you're watching this, I love you guys. And I appreciate all the love and support. And oh yeah, by the way, I am like 7,000 listeners or less. Sorry. I am 7,000 listeners away or less from being at over 200,000 listens on my podcast. So that's freaking exciting, because I went from maybe 50 or so to that many in a year. I know it's mainly for my erotic bedtime stories. And hopefully one of these days you guys will listen to the other ones too, because it's all my artwork and that's all me. But I appreciate it all the same. And whether you listen to my erotic bedtime stories, sweet wet dreams, if you listen to my Your Rose, sweet nightmares. Bye, guys. I'm a kid.